The Zephyrian security checkpoint hummed with its usual efficiency, processing thousands of beings from across the galaxy. Akeem adjusted her scanner, her forearms moving in practiced synchronization as she monitored the incoming traffic. Another mundane shift at the Galactic Trade Station Omega-7, or so she thought. Next, she called out in Universal Standard, her voice carrying the bored tone of someone who'd scanned countless beings for contraband and security threats. A human male stepped forward. Leo, according to his basic ID chip. Unremarkable by human standards. Average height, athletic build, wearing simple civilian clothes. Just another human trader, probably here to hawk Earth artifacts to collectors. Akeem had processed dozens like him this week alone. Arms out, please, she instructed, beginning her routine scan. The scanner passed over his left arm without incident. Then she moved to his right. The device hummed over what appeared to be a simple geometric tattoo on his forearm, a series of interlocking triangles and circles that seemed to shift slightly in the light. The scanner sparked. Then it screamed. Every screen in the security bay erupted in cascading error messages. The primary system terminal flashed red before displaying text that made Akeem's secondary heart skip. Military record classified. Clearance level. Extinct warning. Temporal Warfare Division Project Kronos. Veterando not detained, do not engage, do not record. The entire security network crashed. Backup systems failed in sequence. Even the hardened military-grade scanners went dark. In 12 years of service, Akeem had never seen anything override Zephyrian security protocols, technology her species had perfected over millennia. Leo stood perfectly still, a slight smile playing at his lips. Is there a problem, officer? Akeem's training warred with her survival instincts. Around them, other security personnel scrambled to restore their systems. The human's tattoo had done something impossible, accessed and crashed security protocols that existed outside of known database structures. Sir, she managed, her voice steady despite her racing hearts. That classification level doesn't exist in any current military structure. Doesn't exist anymore, Leo corrected gently. Big difference. The weight of his words settled over her. The temporal wars were supposed to be myths, stories told in whispers about humans who fought battles across timelines, erasing entire civilizations from existence before they could threaten Earth. The Galactic Council had banned temporal manipulation centuries ago, but rumors persisted that humans had perfected it first and used it to secure their species' survival against threats that, technically, never existed. You're saying you're from... Akeem couldn't finish the sentence. From when we needed to be monsters, Leo said quietly, when the hegemony fleet surrounded Earth, when the Void Hunters consumed entire systems hunting for us, when the Coalition decided humans were too dangerous to exist. His eyes held depths that seemed older than his face. None of them exist in your history books, do they? They didn't. Akeem realized with a chill that she was speaking to someone who had fought in wars that had been erased from reality itself. Wars that humanity had won so thoroughly that they'd never happened. The tattoo, she whispered. It's not just identification. Quantum scarring, Leo explained. Can't be removed, can't be hidden, can't be forgotten. Even if you erase us from the timeline, the scar remains. A reminder to any system that scans too deep. Humans survived things that should have killed us. Fought enemies you can't remember and won wars that never were. The security systems flickered back online, but now they studiously ignored Leo's presence. The scanners couldn't see him anymore. The cameras refused to record him. Even the weight sensors beneath his feet showed no reading. Your clearance level, Akeem asked, though she feared the answer. Why does it say extinct? Leo's smile turned sad. Because the clearance level that authorized Project Kronos died with the timeline it existed in. I'm cleared by a government that never was, serving a military that doesn't exist, veteran of wars that didn't happen. He paused. But the scars remain. The universe remembers even if the history books don't. He moved to walk past her checkpoint and Akeem found herself stepping aside. No protocol covered this. No training prepared her for someone who existed outside causality itself. Why come here? She called after him. Why risk exposure? Leo turned back and for a moment his eyes showed the weight of impossible memories. Because sometimes the universe needs reminding. Humanity looks soft now. Traders, diplomats, artists. His hand unconsciously touched the tattoo. But we're the same species that fought the impossible and won so thoroughly we erased the fight itself. The same humans who looked at temporal paradoxes and said, we'll weaponize that. The ones who faced extinction and chose to make our enemies never exist rather than merely defeat them. The checkpoint remained silent as he walked away, disappearing into the crowd with the practiced ease of someone who'd spent lifetimes being forgotten. Akim stared at her scanner, at the error logs that were already deleting themselves, at the hole in reality where a human veteran had stood. She thought about the human traders she'd see tomorrow, with their simple goods and friendly smiles. She'd look at them differently now, wondering which ones carried impossible scars, which ones had fought in the wars that never were. Humanity, the species that had faced annihilation so many times they'd learned to make their victories retroactive. The ones who'd turned temporal warfare from theory to practiced art. The soft traders, who carried the legacy of erased apocalypses in quantum, tattoos, and extinct clearance codes. As her systems fully restored, Akim made a note in her personal log, knowing it too would likely vanish. Humans, handle with extreme caution. They've already won the wars we haven't fought yet. The universe might forget, but sometimes forgetting was just another form of victory.